Did you know there's a phenomenon called the Casimir effect, predicted by quantum physics, which demonstrates that two uncharged metallic plates, placed very close to each other in a vacuum, experience a mutual attractive force? This force arises from nothing, from the quantum vacuum, and some theorists speculate that it could, in theory, be manipulated to create distortions in space-time, paving the way for teleportation. Intriguing, isn't it? Stick with me, that's just the beginning. Hello curious minds and welcome to my channel. Here, we explore the most intriguing facts, the most bizarre stories, and the most surprising curiosities in the world. I'm Jack, and together, we'll dive into a universe of knowledge and question, is this real or fake? Today's topic is one of those that challenge our understanding of reality, the mysterious disappearance and reappearance of objects. Is teleportation, as we see in science fiction, more than just imagination? Are there documented cases of objects that have vanished without explanation and reappeared in impossible places? Get ready to have your minds blown as we analyze historical accounts, controversial scientific experiments, and theories ranging from quantum physics to parapsychology. Let's start with an important distinction. What do we mean by disappearing and reappearing mysteriously? We're not talking about magic tricks, illusionism, or hoaxes, where the object is secretly moved or replaced. We are talking about cases where a solid object seemingly dematerializes in one location and rematerializes in another, without any conventional explanation. These cases, if real, would violate the known laws of physics, which state that matter cannot be created or destroyed, only transformed. But are the laws of physics, as we know them, complete? Or are there still unknown phenomena that could allow such events? One of the most intriguing historical accounts is that of the Philadelphia experiment, also known as Project Rainbow. According to urban legend, in 1943, the U.S. Navy conducted a secret experiment at the Philadelphia Naval Shipyard, with the aim of making the destroyer escort USS Eldridge invisible to enemy radar. However, the experiment allegedly went out of control, and the ship not only became invisible but also completely disappeared from the scene, being teleported to Norfolk, Virginia, over 200 miles away, and then returned to Philadelphia. The story, which has never been officially confirmed by the Navy, is filled with bizarre details, such as crew members who allegedly merged with the ship's hull, went insane, or developed paranormal abilities. Did the Philadelphia experiment really happen, or is it just an urban legend, based on rumors, exaggerations, and misinformation? Another case that fuels speculation about teleportation is that of Pan American Flight 914. According to reports, this plane took off from New York in 1955 bound for Miami, but disappeared from radar without a trace. The most surprising thing is that, 37 years later, in 1992, the same plane would have reappeared in Caracas, Venezuela, landing normally at the airport. The story, which circulates on the internet and in sensationalist books, claims that the passengers and crew had not aged and believed they were in 1955. Did Flight 914 go through a time portal, or is this another baseless urban legend? But leaving aside the most fantastic accounts, there are lesser-known, but equally intriguing cases of objects that have disappeared from enclosed places, such as safes or locked rooms, and reappeared in other places, without any signs of forced entry or any logical explanation for their transportation. These cases, often reported by ordinary people with no interest in fame or profit, are more difficult to dismiss as hoaxes or fabrications. Could these objects have been teleported in some way, by some unknown natural or technological mechanism? Some researchers of the phenomenon, like Charles Fort, who coined the term teleportation, documented hundreds of cases of objects that disappeared and reappeared inexplicably throughout history. Fort, who lived in the early 20th century, was fascinated by anomalous phenomena and collected accounts of rains of fish, stones, blood, and other strange objects, as well as mysterious disappearances. He speculated that there might be an unknown force or dimension responsible for these events, which he called the cosmic Sargasso Sea, a place where lost objects would accumulate and occasionally return to our reality. But what does modern science have to say about teleportation? In science fiction, teleportation is usually portrayed as the instantaneous dematerialization of an object at one point and its perfect reconstruction at another, as seen in Star Trek. However, current physics, based on the theory of relativity and quantum mechanics, presents serious obstacles to this idea. One of the biggest challenges is Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, which states that it is impossible to simultaneously know the exact position and velocity of a particle. How could we disassemble an object atom by atom if we cannot even accurately determine the position and motion of each atom? However, quantum physics also opens up some intriguing possibilities. The phenomenon of quantum entanglement demonstrates that two particles can be linked in such a way that the state of one instantly affects the state of the other, even if they are separated by great distances. This phenomenon, which Einstein called spooky action at a distance, has already been experimentally proven and is the basis for the development of quantum computing and quantum cryptography. Some scientists speculate that quantum entanglement could, in theory, be used to teleport information, not matter, from one place to another. In 1993, a group of physicists, led by Charles Bennett, proposed a theoretical scheme for quantum teleportation, which was experimentally realized for the first time in 1997, with photons. Since then, quantum teleportation has been performed with atoms, ions, and even small superconducting circuits. However, it is important to emphasize that quantum teleportation is not the teleportation of matter, as seen in science fiction. It is the teleportation of the quantum state of a particle, that is, the information that describes its properties, such as spin and polarization. The original object is destroyed in the process, and a perfect replica is created at the destination. Furthermore, quantum teleportation requires the sending of classical information, which cannot travel faster than light, which limits the speed of the process. In addition to quantum teleportation, which is a real phenomenon but with limitations, there are other theories and speculations about the possibility of teleporting larger objects, or even human beings. Some theoretical physicists explore the idea of using wormholes, or exotic energy, to create shortcuts in space-time, as mentioned earlier. Others investigate the possibility of manipulating extra dimensions, or using zero-point energy, the energy of the quantum vacuum, to achieve teleportation. However, these ideas are still in the realm of theoretical speculation, and there is no experimental evidence to support them. Another interesting concept is that of quantum consciousness. Some researchers, such as physicist Roger Penrose and anesthesiologist Stuart Hameroff, propose that human consciousness may have a quantum basis, and that quantum processes occurring in microtubules, structures within neurons, could be related to phenomena such as perception, memory, and even telepathy and precognition. If consciousness has a quantum basis, this could, in theory, open the possibility that the information contained in the human mind could be transferred or teleported to another location, or even to another body. However, this is an extremely controversial and speculative idea, and most neuroscientists and physicists do not accept it. It is also important to consider the possibility that many of the reports of mysterious disappearances and reappearances of objects, or even people, may have more conventional explanations, such as hoaxes, perceptual errors, memory failures, hallucinations, or natural phenomena not yet understood. The human brain is susceptible to illusions and misinterpretations of reality, and our memory is notoriously fallible and suggestible. Furthermore, there are rare atmospheric and geophysical phenomena, such as sprites, electrical discharges in the upper atmosphere, false sinkings, optical illusions caused by the refraction of light, and earthquake lights, mysterious lights associated with earthquakes, which can be mistaken for supernatural events or teleportation. On the other hand, we cannot completely rule out the possibility that there are phenomena not yet understood by science that could explain some of these mysterious cases. The history of science is full of examples of phenomena that were once considered impossible or supernatural, and which were later explained by new discoveries and theories. Who knows, in the future, time travel and teleportation, in some form, will become reality? Or perhaps we will discover that these phenomena already occur, but in a way that we have not yet been able to detect or understand. In addition to the scientific and technological implications, The theme of teleportation and the mysterious disappearances of objects raises profound philosophical and existential questions. If teleportation were possible, how would it affect our identity, our notion of individuality and continuity? If an object or a person were disassembled in one place and reassembled in another, would the copy really be the same object or the same person? Or would it just be a replica, while the original would have been destroyed? These questions lead us to reflect on the nature of matter, information, consciousness, and reality itself. And now, my favorite part, your opinion. After exploring the historical accounts, scientific experiments, physical theories, and philosophical speculations, what do you think? Can objects disappear and reappear mysteriously? Is teleportation, in some form, possible, or is it just a distant dream of science fiction? And would you like to have the ability to teleport, or do you fear the potential risks and paradoxes involved? Share your theories, opinions, and reflections in the comments. Remember to maintain respect and civility, as healthy debate is always welcome. Your participation is essential to building knowledge. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, like the video, and share it with your curious friends. In the next episode, we'll unravel another intriguing mystery that will challenge your convictions. Until next time, and remember, the world is full of curiosities to be explored.